Right, I'm at OxfordJam with Ben Metz, just waiting for loads of social entrepreneurs to turn up in this really interesting space and kind of talk and jam and do stuff. What's it all about, Ben?
That I'm trying to figure out. It's really about the space in between in conferences. I've been to the Skull World Forum every year except this year. And I kind of gave up on going to the sessions because the most interesting stuff for me was meeting people in the halls. And there are some just phenomenally powerful and amazing individuals there, but also people who don't make it to Skull because they're not globally focused, they're UK focused.
So this is a kind of fringe to Skull?
Yeah, complement with an E, as I was informed after misspelling it for the fourth time. Complement stroke fringe to Skull, which is really about opening up space. So we're starting late today because it's the first day, but for all the other days we'll be running from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m, which basically gives us much time around Skull for Skull delegates to come across and for UK individuals to engage with them and mix it up and make their own things happen. So we've got open spaces empty at the moment, ready to be set up with people coming up and posting their own stuff. All the events, we've got 23, 24 events have been sourced by people who've come forward and decided to do their own stuff. We have around 400 delegates booked in, 400 bookings so far across the 23 or so events. Big welcoming dinner tonight has sold out. We've had to put an overflow dinner on. That's sold out. We're just about to put up another overflow dinner. And then we have the glorious and beautifully charismatic Liam Black curating a cabaret tonight for us, which will be on this micro stage. Piano, music, comedy, improv. God only knows what's going to happen.
And I'm doing a bit of social reporting and indeed some kind of one-to-one social reporter workshops. Any guesses at sort of stories that people are going to be telling? What's the themes? What are people interested in? Are the manifestos of any interest to anybody at all?
Well, we thought about doing a late night manifesto and having a fax machine up there. So, like the Mark Thomas manifesto, let's make up a manifesto on the spot. We asked Mark to come along, but Mark's unfortunately unavailable. The themes, the stuff that's coming out really at the moment on Twitter is really interesting to watch. There was a fantastic blog on change.org from Nathaniel Whitmore, who I'm really hoping is cross-road and will make it across. Really talking about an evolving new ecology of events, how events actually get put together. And I think there's a very positive move. It's not about saying, come on, old events are boring and being preached to by the few to the many is out of date, because there's a place for that kind of stuff. But when you really look at a room full of participants and you realise the collective wisdom in that room is greater than the collective wisdom on the stage, then you've got to think that there's a different way of doing things. So hopefully, despite the fact that it's complete carnage and you could argue that we don't really know what we're doing, I'm thinking that there's actually something new. Well, it's not that new, is it? It's as old as houses.
And how brilliant this is in the Jam Factory was. Great metaphor for what we're going to cook up and what we're going to enjoy.
And
Thanks.
Great that you're involved, David. I'm looking forward to seeing all your stuff pop up on the web and hopefully thousands of people who can't make it actually contributing, getting involved and taking the learnings away from what we're doing here. Over to you and your social reporting.